This show, I already did a video about this. This show has been going downhill for some time now, and I saw this on the side here, like it how it recommends you things or whatever. So I wanted to see what this was. So this girl, this blonde on here, man, she is like spot on, man. I mean, she just absolutely destroys him here. And dude, this guy is his own worst enemy, man. He really is. I mean, he's got something here with this, but he just all right. Here, we're just gonna play this because I mean, this is
In any case, I don't see how. To me, it seems a little vulgar to call. Oh, your ex must be ugly and fat.
I'm a very
Where's
vocal
the joke?
person.
But explain the joke to me.
I just explained it. It was
This
funny
is
to
getting like
me.
Goodfellas here. Okay, you think I'm funny, or what the fuck? Okay,
okay. To give you context here, this blonde, so he's talking about his ex-girlfriend or something, how he didn't buy her stuff or something. Like it was she's just joking. This blonde hair is just joking with him. And he gets like so butthurt over this joke, man. And it just goes downhill from this whole point on. And she's just like, it's just a joke. We're just having a good time. Man, all right, she just totally nailed it.
okay. Look, and then the other thing you said was we were talking about a scenario with her where if there's some disrespect or something, you wouldn't expect your guy to protect you in some sort of scenario, and then you're like,
No, what I started off with was I've never been in a situation like that. Have you? You said no. Everyone else here said no. And I was like, when is this even like a real situation that we get put in? And then I said,
none.
have you been
Okay.
in a situation like that?
What do you mean?
What? Did I stutter? What do you mean?
Okay.
What
Damn.
Like, did
Well,
you guys
Like,
all
have
get
you?
the
What
question?
she's saying is,
Am
have
I
you ever been in
delusional?
a situation
Am I
where
none of
someone
you have
stutters?
seen. None of you have been
I've-
witness to a violent situation.
I have.
I have,
have.
but I've never been in a situation like that with my partner.
Also, can I speak now?
Is it related to?
Yes.
Okay,
No,
go ahead.
it's not. Yeah. Well, you said you guys don't have the rapport for her to be saying those things to you, but just from my perspective, you were like being accusatory and making presumptions about them as well.
Give me an example.
You were saying you probably don't cook and clean, huh?
Real.
And when I said
Brian
I
did
don't have a
that.
sugar daddy, you looked at me like, "Come on, you don't." So,
Mm.
from
Play
my
it back.
perspective, and I would actually be curious to hear what everyone else thinks. It seems like the same thing.
It's actually it's kind of not.
I feel like the
Because-
first
Does
bit with the
anyone
mental
else have
jokes
that
was a
same
little bit.
po-
I
does
mean, I
anyone
don't
else
know
have
if
that
it was a
same
real
point of
conversation
view?
happening
It's also
there,
another
but
thing if you're being like rude and interruptive and
Can I say
repetitive.
contract.
I'll hold it.
I'm not saying what.
Go ahead.
Were you saying it's rude when people interrupt?
Yeah.
Are you talking
Why?
to him or are you talking to us? Because
I don't-
I've
I'm
watched
talking
this podcast.
to basically everyone.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So we're okay.
I mean, I was just told I wasn't allowed to speak.
I
as
dig
well,
that
so-
blonde. That blonde's a
It's
Wait,
shit
because they were
stirrer,
having a
man.
conversation though.
Are we
But you
now
did,
having?
You did ask, so it was a yes or no question,
Yeah,
and then
you
he let
don't-
you talk after.
Okay. Well, my bad then.
Okay. So
Are we good?
Oh
I mean-
man, this is so awkward.
I don't know. You're the one who
Do we have
kind
a rapport?
Can we just
in my view, you were being rude, and I
That's
told you
your
to stop.
opinion, and I respect that. And
Okay.
I apologize if you think I was rude.
It's not that I think you were rude. You were rude.
That's your opinion.
It's not an opinion.
That's an opinion.
Was the cooking and
I
cleaning
think
comment
if you were,
real.
Hot take.
I think questioning whether she doesn't cook or clean for her roster
Questioning
of
whether
10
you
men.
could
And that's
fuck
what
up a
zero
guy if a
accountability
guy came
looks
at you with you
like.
and your girl. It's just like it's all opinions. Let's all be chill. Let's all have nice debates without getting
But
defensive.
what is what? Okay, so let's,
Exactly.
we can go into the whole like, oh
Man.
Brian, and then you
my
said I could
God.
probably.
She totally owned him right there, man. Exactly. That was the best thing she could have said, man. look at how mad he is. Like his face is red. She's just like, why can't we just have a good time and troll and fuck around here? Like, why are you getting so butthurt, man? This is
Probably take you, Brian.
Because it's
Like-
a joke. Get the joke. Get
Yeah.
it.
But
Let's move
what
on.
what are you what's the underlying communication that you're trying to say there?
What are you trying to say when you're implying that we can't cook and clean? You don't know us. It's all jokes. We're all just making jokes here for content. Let's all move on. Let's like make our content and have a good time. And without getting so
Exactly,
serious and
man.
defensive.
But
That's
okay,
the
there's
whole
obviously
problem.
scales.
Business,
Can you stop
business.
interrupting?
that is a huge problem on this show, man. Like I've seen that so many times where, you know, I've never seen him get like this butthurt though, man. Like he's really like, I mean, she's just like trolling his ass, and he's just like, "You fucking bitch! Like, how dare you?" And all. I mean, he's just so butthurt. And then the Asian, the fucking hottie tries to back him up. And then she wrecks the Asian on top of it and shuts her up, man. This chick should be a co-host, man. That's what he should. She should be here. She should be the co-host, man, because she's controlling the whole thing here. She's got him all wound up on top of it.
Interrupting. There's obviously scales to it, right? So me questioning whether she cooks or cleans for her roster of 10 men is a little different than you ad hominem attacking my ex-girlfriend for calling
I
her.
didn't attack her. I attacked you. By
You-
you not
you-
buying, you bought her 2 dinners in 5 years.
No. We're not talking about that. We're talking about you saying that she must be ugly. She must be a fatty.
Roll the clip back. I never said must. I said was she.
It doesn't matter. Go pull up her fucking Instagram right now.
She's a fatty.
No, she was not. That's you're shifting the goalposts here.
I'm not.
Did you say ugly and fatty? That's the set. Forget the
I
the
did,
Ross
and I
or May-
stand by
You're
that.
doing this whole thing on it now. That now we have a whole segment of him being butthurt, arguing with it. This is why this show's gone downhill, man. It was just a troll, dude. You're so butthurt over this, and now it's this whole segment thing of getting to the bottom of a fucking joke.
Don't you think that's rude to say
I
about
don't.
somebody?
I think it's a funny joke. And
Yeah,
You said the thing about her
It's
being.
it's just
Would you say
trolling,
that to
man.
someone's face?
What do you mean? Say
Would
it to
you
her
would you
face.
say it to a girl's face?
I'm saying that to your face. Was your girlfriend an
Oh,
ugly
No.
lady? Why didn't you
snap.
buy her 2 meals in 5 years?
What I
Fuck.
don't see the connection between the frequency
God
with which I buy a
damn.
woman meals and her
I-
physical attractiveness and her
One
weight.
thing about me, I make a lot of jokes. So why am I here if I can't crack my jokes?
It's-
Because I'll fucking leave. Like it's just like I'm trying to have a good time and you're making it so serious. I like to
Yeah.
crack jokes. I want to make jokes. It was a joke. It wasn't meant to be that serious.
Okay,
I'm not gonna explain why it was a joke. To me, it's a joke.
but
I say a lot
you
of jokes.
can't just defend saying
Ooh,
hold on.
I
Yo,
just
yo, yo.
said I don't even
Can you-
care enough.
Can
to
you
even
stop
keep having
interrupting?
this
Can you
debate.
stop interrupting?
God.
You've asked to have a conversation about it.
I know,
We're
but you
having-
keep
Yo,
dragging
stop,
on
stop. Can you
the
stop?
fucking
But
same
stop
question.
interrupting.
man.
You
Can
keep
stop?
dragging on the same question.
I'm not dragging on
I
the same
said
question.
It was a joke.
That
to
chick
me.
tried not
I'm
to
asking you
laugh.
stop interrupting. Okay, allow me to finish my point. I
This
let
one
you speak.
tried not
Let
to
me finish my
laugh.
point, and then you can come in. Okay, so I fail to see how just
I
attacking.
like how
someone-
this
I fail to see. the
Serena
joke.
looking chick with the wig
Okay.
on is
I-
like,
How many
and I'd
times
like
did
to-
I say?
I would like to
it's
open
a
it up
like
to
joke
the
I'm so
table.
burnt out with this. Like,
To
who cares?
me, it's an opinion. It's my opinion.
Okay, but here's the thing.
You
Here's the
know,
thing.
right?
I'll get to you in a sec.
I have
I'll
a
get to
It's
you in a
my
sec.
opinion.
Here's the
Move
thing.
on.
I wanna
I'm
talk
over
again.
it.
Yo,
I said it's a joke to me.
I'm-
That's my
we'll
opinion.
talk-
we
we'll
all
talk-
have opinions here. It's America. I'm
You're-
allowed to make an opinion and make a
That's-
joke.
Sure,
Thanks.
sure.
Can we move on?
But you're allowed to
No.
make a joke if he
I'm
doesn't
gonna-
get
let me-
butthurt.
You can't just initiate an argument
You can't.
and then just be like, okay, now we're moving on.
Really?
It wasn't an
It's my show.
argument, dude. She
I'll
was
finish
just
my point,
trolling.
and
Make
then
your
we can
point.
move on. But
Fuck,
you're being
this
really
guy,
rude
man.
now.
I'm not being rude.
Yes, you're trying to dictate the flow of the show on my show. We're gonna continue talking about it. I'm gonna make my point, and then I will.
Dictate the flow.
Can-
You
yo,
asked why.
You
Just
need to
let him-
stop
let him
fucking
finish.
interrupting. Why do you keep interrupting? Chill out. Okay. Jesus Christ. Look, I don't like this whole thing of like people saying really mean things about other people and just being like, oh, it's a joke.
If that's mean to you, then you got to get tougher skin. Because
Fuck.
we're on the internet. We we get
God
both parties.
damn.
You gotta have
Let me
tough
ask the
skin.
girls here at the table.
Man.
If someone to your face
I
called,
said it about-
Yo,
Man, she is fucking savage, man. I totally dig this chick, man. This dumbass, he should make her the co-host, man. This is just this is so bad. Look at how mad he's gotten now. He's like trying to scream at her.
Your girlfriend.
stop
Then I'm-
interrupting.
Don't yell at me, or I'm gonna
You
go.
keep interrupting.
This
It's
is
very
funny.
rude. You think it's rude that I'm yelling.
Can
You
you-
keep interrupting. Stop.
Oh my god!
You've just you do not have the social grace to just stop interrupting.
What a crazy assumption.
Are you not interrupting me? I'd like to ask the girls here at the table. If someone to your face called you ugly, is that a joke?
Jesus.
I would probably just laugh because I know I'm not, but
Is it a
Yeah.
joke?
Yeah, I'm
It's
not gonna take
offensive.
anyone's
We're all
opinion
used- we're all used to
It's
this.
seriously.
offensive
We're
if
all
you're
used
talking
to the
about someone that you
trolling,
don't even
so-
know. Also,
I mean,
Yeah, they're all
why
used
would
to
I
the
take
troll-
anyone's opinions of my appearance seriously? Like, why would I? And I think that if you
That's
do
not-
take
that's
it,
not the
if you
question.
do it, well, for
Okay,
to me,
the
it sounds
sisterhood.
like that you're
The sisterhood.
expecting us to get hurt over people's opinions of us, and that's just not us. If someone's calling us ugly, I guess we're ugly to them. That's their opinion. It's
Prime
valid.
example of why women get treated like children.
I don't think women get treated like children.
If someone called you ugly,
Weird thing to say.
would you
Dude,
view it as a
man,
joke?
this guy.
I get told that every day.
Yeah.
On the internet, in
I-
my comments. I
It
don't-
doesn't mean that
Roll
it's,
back
sleep
the
great at
chat. Roll
night.
back the chat. People have been calling us
Either way, it's offensive, especially when you're talking about someone that you don't even know.
I don't know. I don't really see it as
Martin
offensive.
donated $100.
If someone like
Street
hits-
blonde, you are curt, confrontational, and you carry your life trauma heavier than your makeup. You're unattractive inside and out. Brian has a podcast to run. You don't recognize masculinity because your father is weak and a failure.
is that just a joke?
that's kind of a joke because her dad is a very nice man and not weak or a failure. I think that's a joke.
But would
Like
it
that
would it be, perhaps be appropriate for someone to be upset at what he said about her father?
Can I be honest? That went in one ear out the other. I'm gonna sleep great at night. So that shit,
Like
I
that
don't
one
let
really
it-
bothered me.
That doesn't bother me. 'Cause I know who I am. I know who my dad is. That shit doesn't bother me. I'm a very secure person. Thank you. And I like wearing makeup.
Damn.
So
I feel like since we're all subjecting ourselves to this and criticism, we should have like the wherewithal to not like take it offensively
Right.
or to heart. And also, a question: you're getting really
What does it say about him when these gals are like? I mean, this is like the most brutally honest thing I've ever seen, man. They're just like, yeah, we get told this every day on the internet. Like, why are you being such a bitch and all this? And and then this some loser sent in $100 to tell this blonde that she's ugly. And she's just like, in one ear, out the other.
offensive over this. So was she ugly or a fatty? Because was that just
Real.
wondering?
I think you already specified
No.
no.
I've repeatedly said
But can I-
she wasn't. Go ahead.
I tried to move on from this
Let's get a picture.
5 minutes ago.
Can we get a picture?
I tried to move on from this topic. I said, let this topic
Man,
go.
they are
5 minutes
It's
ago.
not
trolling
your
the fuck out
podcast.
of him.
Then
But
I'm
I-
done talking.
There's no point in being meta about it.
I'm not mad.
No, I said meta. We've already discussed it. You think it's a joke. I don't. That's the end of
Agree to
story then.
disagree.
Real agree to disagree.
So we can move on. That's what I think is best. In any case, though, I fail to see how it's a joke, and I'll leave it
Man.
at that. You think it's perfectly within the normal social
This
graces
is so
to
savage, man.
just call people fat and
He
ugly.
should
if
not have
that's
put
your-
this clip up,
standard of
man. They
conduct,
totally
then
destroyed him on
I suppose
this.
that's your standard of conduct. but
This
it's not
blonde
mine.
just
And
totally
perhaps it seems
wrecked
like
him, man.
The other girls at the table here who want to defend her also think it's a normal standard of conduct to just call people who you don't know ugly and fatties. I think you're really just desiring to defend her because she's on your team. I actually don't think that that's your standard. I think that's bullshit. Anyways, we're going to move on.
That's what
opinion.
zero accountability looks like.
What do you mean zero
That's what you
accountability?
said. Like you can't see in any type of way, like even a sliver of her perspective.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry. Like you are choosing to think that she's just doing
Look at
that
they're
and
laughing.
saying that because it fits your narrative instead of actually listening to her and taking
Oh,
what
look
she
how
says
mad
as
she
what she
is.
says.
She's got her arms crossed now. And
Because she's
like,
not agreeing with
I
you.
find it
this is
incredibly
fucking
difficult to
stupid.
believe.
Like I say a
that
joke and it turns into this.
you or most women would think that it's just a joke to call a woman ugly or a fatty. I'm sorry if I'm a bit skeptical of the assertion that that's just like within the normal social.
Well,
Do
I
you think
it's
we're
different
operating
because-
right now in a normal social like way? This isn't.
I think it's
we're not
different
all at a
because we
bar
are-
where
we are called ugly and fat on the internet every single day, so you kind of just
So-
have to get
If
over
you
it.
really took that as being dead serious, then I'm gonna leave. If you don't understand that that was a fucking joke, if we can play the clip back that that was a joke, I said
That
it
was
in a
one
manner.
of the things.
So I'm saying it's like if you literally and you don't understand that when I said that it was a fucking joke, and if you don't get that, then I'm out. Like if you like this is like I can't have this conversation anymore. It's so fucking stupid.
I think
You're
we're
not
just
even-
like
you
a
gotta
little
talk into the mic.
desensitized because it's like people call us some crazy shit on the internet like every single day. Like people have said some really mean things, and like at first, yes,
we're
it
not,
bothers you.
Yes, the internet is toxic. We're right now though. We're face to face. Shit
Right.
that people will say anonymously on the internet would never fucking fly in person, and you know that.
I mean, if we were like in a full-on argument and like you called me ugly or fat, yeah. But if you just like jokingly were like, "Yeah, you're ugly and fat," I wouldn't even like think twice about it, just because it's like, I don't know. I don't really.
I fail to see what the joke is though. That's
It's
where I'm still
kind of-
stuck. I fail to see like usually there's in a joke there's a punchline. There's some like I'm failing to see the joke.
This isn't about him failing to see the joke. She told a joke, and I'm willing to bet I'm willing to bet that 95% chance that his ex is this fatty, because why he's so offended at this. Like you wouldn't be that offended unless what she was saying it's getting to him. And that blonde is right. She's like, we've been arguing about this for 5 minutes now. And he just keeps look at them. This chick's like, fuck, get over this. They're just like, we get called this every day on the internet, and he's just like, well, that's not acceptable. My fifis.
Well, like there's different perspectives of like.
Like I can't, for example, if I just walked up to a random,
Clearly.
if I walked up to a random woman in the street and I just said, "You're ugly and a fatty,"
Who would do
just
that?
joking,
Who the
just
fuck would do
fucking
that?
joking.
I would think
Can
that's
I
not what
explain her
happened
joke?
here.
Because I think
I
I
would think that was
understand it,
funny.
and that's your
But
problem.
also,
You,
who
no
would
one's
do that? I would
explaining
not
this
fucking
joke
do
to you
that.
in the way
So-
you can't
But like
clarify it.
different people have different senses of humor. So
But that's
it's like-
not my sense of humor. What I made, that's I wouldn't go up to a random woman and call her ugly or fat. That's not funny to me. That wasn't the joke. That wasn't the bit.
So calling a
Like-
woman who
I never said that.
In my
I
opinion,
never said that.
Never
if
said what?
someone came up to me and said you're fat and ugly and said I was just joking, I would think that was funny. Just because, like, what are you even talking about?
even if they weren't joking,
Okay.
I
Like,
wouldn't
I would think
even
that was
be
kind of funny, 'cause,
bothered.
like,
but
where are you
most
coming
people
from?
wouldn't. But most people
I would
wouldn't.
say most
though.
people wouldn't,
Most
yeah.
people wouldn't.
I agree.
Okay. Did you want to explain? Your
Yeah,
thing?
I'll explain it to you. So your guys' whole conversation literally was like, you took her out to eat like twice or whatever, like whatever. And then she said that was a joke. So when you connect it and you want to go deeper into it, you're placing like typically in our society, men who are proud, like men who have women, they're going out spending lunch, like going out to dinner all the time. So if you're only going like once or twice, not a lot, then of course it's going to be like, so why isn't?
Whoa, you're interrupting, bro.
Intentionally or not, a healthy, mature person would have apologized, joke or not.
I apologize that you thought I was being rude. So
Yeah, she did.
did I not?
Yeah, but
Thank
when you
you.
say that, you're apologizing for his actions, not your own.
I'm
You're-
sorry.
you
It's
say-
like
I'm sorry
you're
that you feel that
offended.
way.
Yeah.
It's not really an apology. I don't need an apology, but the subsequent comment was like, "Oh, Brian, you think you'd be able to take a guy? Oh, I'd probably fuck you up." It's just like, okay, bro. It's again, I don't think we have that level of rapport.
Okay.
That's it. Anyways, the TTS interrupted you. Did
No,
you want
I'm
to
all
continue?
good. I'm all good.
She was saying if you have only taken the woman out like 2 times and you don't want to show her off.
I'm
she was
starting to
asking,
wonder
like,
about this one.
maybe
That
is she
sounds like
ugly
a
or fat, like,
dude.
to you.
'Cause
Like maybe she wasn't. Maybe she was asking like is she ugly or fat because you haven't taken her out, I guess.
'Cause
I
I've-
think
I've-
that's what you were
I've
trying to
had this
say.
conversation with multiple women before, and they go up to the other guys and they're like, "Well, have you taken her out to dinner?" Like, "Oh, once or twice," and they're like, "Well, is she ugly? Like, why aren't you
Yeah.
taking her out more?"
It's like,
Like,
we're
this
not
is a
interested.
normal conversation that men have, like, and that I've been a part of.
Yeah.
So, like,
It's like a common stereotype.
yeah, exactly.
I think that's where you get to the joke. I see what
Yeah,
you're
that's where
saying.
you get to the joke. So if you're not understanding that part, then of course you're gonna get offended. You know.
So the joke is that because she could be unattractive, that I don't want to be seen in public with her. Is that
I think
The joke is
so.
that like
I don't know.
men
Bingo.
kind of
Men.
Look at
say
this. We're
that,
still
and, like,
trying to
men
get
have
to
that
the,
kind
the
of-
source of this
Yeah.
joke.
I've heard men talking about it too. I know
yeah,
what you're
same.
saying.
I've
So-
been in those conversations where men.
It's
have
like, oh,
said
she
that.
must be fat or
and
ugly.
I've been in like position of like, well, why? What? That doesn't make sense to me. And they're like, well, we like to like show off our girls, whatever.
Yeah.
Like the more if they're prettier or whatever, they'll spend more money on them. They'll take them out more. They want to show them off. They want to make sure all the other men know who they're tapping, all that stuff. So if you're like not going out in public, you're not showering with her, all this stuff. There's gonna be a little like, so what's going on? Like, is he not like, you know?
Attracted to her.
Is she not that attractive? Is he not that attracted? Like, it's gonna be something. There's gonna be a little thing to think about.
okay? So that's one component of it. Truthfully, though, the big blow up that occurred happened after the comment about
Was it
the
the-
fighting. Yeah.
I
Okay.
think that was just
So I mean,
misunderstood.
honestly, I kind of glanced to some degree over the ugly and fat comment. All right, we have some chats here. We have, let's see, I'm a 49.
Where's the part where
Puffy
she
Vegas.
leaves?
I'm a 49, and I'm gonna tell you, women in their 20s don't care about age. P.S. I never bought a woman anything. Okay, there you have it.
Good
See,
for you.
this is what this guy knows what he's doing. He's 49. Never bought a woman anything. He
Is
knows.
he married or in a relationship?
He's on a chat.
But
on a
he's
YouTube
49
video.
and he's watching a live.
That
He
sounds
video.
like
said,
a
"Do you
fucking
want a
dinner.
cookie?
Let's be
What's
so
up?"
for real.
If you know who Puffy Vegas was, he is one of the
Bag.
preeminent Giga Chads
All right,
in
let's-
Las Vegas. Okay, we have hard body. First two chicks aren't adding anything of value and dumb as fuck. Kick them.
Them too?
Whole chat wants at least blonde. Yep.
Good meeting you
All
guys.
right. Take off. Later.
Thank you for your time.
Started a little bit, but yeah, I mean,
I have no
if
excuse.
you,
I have no
if you
excuse for that one.
if you go to the channel, the episode Adam was on was 5 hours. So
Was it?
if you gotta go, like you gotta fucking go. But
I'm sorry.
it's not even so it's not so upsetting that you have to leave. It's just like you've been checked out for the past hour. You've been on your phone, like pissy about the fact that we're going late, even though you requested to be on the show.
Not pissy. I just have like a social battery, and my social battery gets fried. Or I need food.
If you
and
gotta
just-
talk, you gotta. I mean,
My
we-
social
Snacks
battery
do
gets
sound good.
my social battery gets like fried. Where it's like at the beginning, I'm like checked in and I'm able to like take part in the debates, but like I reach a point where my social battery. Where it's,
The
like, I
Asian
can't
chicks
even-
eating
We also did a shoot
popcorn.
today. Just
It's
Oh,
still
yeah.
I don't know
it's
if
still
that
rude to be checking your
matters.
phone, but like that's fine.
Oh,
goes
man.
Yep.
Good meeting you
All
guys.
right. Take off. Later.
thank you for your time.
Peace
Thanks for
out.
having us.
Bye.
Nice to meet you.
Drive
guys.
safe.
Thank you.
Let's well we can't have you guys linger in the back of the studio if you're leaving midway through. So I mean we need you to just like we need you out. You can't just be lingering. We need you out of the studio, guys.
Now I have so much
think
space.
they were gonna-
I can explain.
I guess we could spread
Yeah,
out
can we
now.
scoot down because this corner sucks.
Yeah.
we'll scoot people around.
Okay, Alexa.
Wait, what's the
Hey.
place? Scoot if we only have 10 minutes left.
I can be like here
I
and
mean,
all the way
that's
over
true.
here. And I can be like, what's up?
Fucking
up?
chicks eating popcorn.
Yeah. I can be like,
It's probably telling that chick off like, how dare you insult my ex?
Sorry.
Yeah, they were saying a little kind of whispering under their breath as they were leaving. But I honestly I should have called out sooner. She was fucking checking her phone. I should have called it out sooner, but
I thought you were gonna.
I was like, okay, I'll let it slide one more time. And I just-
Look at this chick over
I should
here.
have checked it sooner. She was super rude. Like, well, here, let's take her fucking shit out of Instagram. I mean, out of the fucking show. I mean, they're talking shit as they're leaving. They're fucking. she's checked out the entire show. She's
Okay, so look, I can understand that part where he would be upset about like her checking out and just on the phone and all that, but they all tried to tell this dude it was a joke, man. And he just couldn't fucking take it. I mean, look how long this went on. I had to like skip to the part where she actually leaves. And he's even like butthurt about that, man. But yeah, I agree with the part about if she checked out and everything, but what is she supposed to do, man? She said she came there and does jokes and stuff, and the guy can't handle the joke. This is why this show sucks now, man. I just don't know what happened to this fucking show. It used to be so much better. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.